Doesn't it feel great to be alive on a Tuesday afternoon as a die-hard, passionate Chicago Cubbies baseball fan, or what? Hey, Cub Nation, Ryan here. I hope you guys are having a lovely start to your Tuesday. Hope all you guys are having a great start to your month of June. And I hope you guys are ready for a brand new episode on the channel. So without further ado, welcome back to the channel of Cubs Baseball with Ryan Knight. We got a short episode today. We're just going to talk about some breaking news regarding the Chicago Cubs, and we're going to look into Game 1 preview of the Cubs versus the Nats for tonight. So, first is the breaking news. And ladies and gentlemen, it was announced that the NL Player of the Week last week in MLB for the National League was none other than Chicago Cubbies' own PCA Pete Crow Armstrong. And might I say, guys, I think PCA is going to be a contender for a Gold Glove this year. He probably will be voting for the 2025 MLB All-Star Game. And who knows, maybe in this year's All-Star Game, the starting center fielder for the National League will be Pete Crow Armstrong. But congratulations to the Chicago Cubs center fielder PCA Pete Crow Armstrong, as he is the NL Player of the Week for MLB. So, woo! Congratulations, PCA Pete Crow Armstrong. All right, guys, and now to the preview series starting tonight in the nation's capital at Nationals Park. It will be Game 1 of a 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals, and it's a pretty interesting Game 1 tonight. Number one, guys, both pitchers. Well, it is a former Chicago Cubs starting on the mound for the Nats in Game 1 tonight, and then the Cubs will go with Cade Horton. A little bit about it, guys. Tonight's game, one starter for the Washington Nationals is Trevor Williams, who, by the way, is a former Chicago Cub in 2021. Trevor Williams was on the Cubs, and excuse me again. Him and DJ Hearns were sent to the Washington Nationals. DJ Hearns was a top minor league pitching prospect with the Cubs. Unfortunately, Trevor Williams did not even play a year with the Cubs, but in 2021, he was sent to Washington and all of that. But you know what I say? When you're a Cub, you are always going to be known as a Chicago Cubs. So the Chicago Cubs tonight in Game 1 will face a former Chicago Cub in Trevor Williams. Also, the manager of the Washington Nationals, Dave Martinez, is a former Chicago Cub bench coach when he was the bench coach under Joe Madden. Fun fact, the very first year Dave Martinez managed the Nats, he took them to the playoffs and won the World Series. Of course, that was back in 2019. But it's pretty cool to know that a former Chicago Cub will start Game 1 for the Washington Nationals tonight against the Chicago Cubs. And the manager is a former Cubs bench coach as well. But that is on the National side. For the Cubbies, they give the ball to the right-hander of Cade Horton. So a battle of righties will battle it out in Game 1 of a 3-game series at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Hey, I told you it would be a short episode, but yeah, guys, other than that, that is all I have for you guys on this edition of Cubs Baseball with Ryan Knight. You all know the drill. You like the video, make sure you drop a like. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below, guys. But other than that, guys, enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy the game if you're going to watch it. And as always, go Cubbies, go.